Hi everyone, it's me, AMARIJASZ. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about New York versus London fashion. If you're a New York native or a London native, keep watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stick around for more. New York City is often described as a melting pot, a bustling urban environment that is a cultural beacon, not only for the United States, but for the world. Its rich tapestry of cultures, lifestyles, and attitudes stem from its history as an entry point for millions of immigrants who brought their traditions, values, and aesthetics. This multi-ethnic blend has shaped the very core of what makes New York unique, influencing everything from food to music, art, and most notably, fashion. The unique energy of New York, with its fast-paced lifestyle, global outlook, and creative vibrancy, has made it a central hub for artists, designers, and creative thinkers for centuries. People are drawn to New York to break into industries such as theater, visual arts, and particularly fashion, where the city has long been recognized as one of the major capitals of the world. In this landscape, fashion is more than just clothing. It's an expression of personal identity, social status, political ideology, and cultural alignment. The origin of New York's fashion industry. The roots of New York's fashion industry can be traced back to the mid-19th century, when the city became a major port of entry for raw materials like cotton, wool, and silk. During the Industrial Revolution, New York developed into the primary manufacturing hub for textiles in America, especially with the introduction of mass production methods that could meet the demands of an ever-growing population. Immigrants, particularly from Europe, brought with them advanced sewing and tailoring skills, which helped to establish a thriving garment industry. The infamous Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire in 1911 was a pivotal moment in shaping the labor laws of the garment industry, highlighting the unsafe working conditions and pushing for reforms that will ultimately benefit New York's workers. Despite these tragedies, the city continued to grow as a fashion powerhouse. The start of New York Fashion Week and its purpose. New York Fashion Week, also known as NYFW, was officially founded in 1943 during the World War II. It was originally known as Press Week and was created by publicist Eleanor Lambert, who wanted to give American designers a platform to showcase their work during a time when international fashion, specifically from Paris, was inaccessible due to the war. With Paris, the then fashion capital of the world, embroiled in the war, Lambert saw an opportunity to elevate American designers who had often been overshadowed by their European counterparts. The initial goal of New York Fashion Week was to promote American fashion designers to the media, especially fashion journalists who would primarily focus on European styles. It allowed American designer collections to a broader audience without having to travel abroad. Over the decades, New York turned into a massive global event, attracting designers, buyers, influencers, celebrities, and fashion journalists from all over the world. Notable designers in the early days of New York Fashion Week and their representation of the city. The early days of NYFW were dominated by a few key designers whose work captured the essence of New York's unique fashion sensibility. Designers like Claire McCardell, Norman Noel, and Charles James helped shape American fashion by focusing on practicality, innovation, and understated elegance traits that would come to define New York fashion as a whole. Claire McCardell. Often regarded as a creator of American sportswear, McCardell designed practical yet stylish clothes for the modern American woman. Her designs were functional, often incorporating zippers, casual fabrics like denim and pockets, elements that were groundbreaking at the time. McCardell designs were a reflection of the fast-paced and functional lifestyle of New York City, capturing the essence of the city's culture in her work. Norman Noel. Known for his luxurious, meticulous designs, Noel represented the glamour of New York fashion. His work with sequins and precision tailoring made his collections the epitome of American elegance. Charles James, a master of couture. Charles James brought a European sensibility to American fashion, yet his innovation and artistic approach to design symbolized the creativity that has long been a hallmark of New York. These designers embodied the spirit of New York. Bold, creative, and practical. Their work helped shape the identity of New York Fashion Week, ensuring that New York would emerge as a fashion capital that focused on wearability, craftsmanship, and innovation. Subcultures of New York fashion. New York fashion has always been influenced by a variety of subcultures that reflect the city's diversity. Some notable sub-fashion cultures include streetwear. Born from New York's hip-hop scene, streetwear has become a global phenomenon. Brands like Supreme and Off-White exemplify this aesthetic, which is rooted in casual, urban, and often DIY-inspired clothing. Punk and rock. The punk scene of the 1970s, centered around venues like CBGB, also had a major impact on New York fashion. Designers like Vivienne Westwood and brands like Trash and Vaudeville became synonymous with rebellious, deconstructed looks that were anti-establishment. High fashion. In contrast to the edgier subcultures, New York's Upper East Side, Fifth Avenue luxury brands like Ralph Lauren and Oscar de la Renta, whose polished and elegant appeal to a wealthier clientele. The general aesthetic of New York fashion. New York is synonymous with practicality, urbanity, and individualism. It's a city where people constantly are on the go, and the clothing often reflects this. Black is a dominant color in New York fashion, not only for its sleekness, but for its practicality in an urban environment. The city's fashion, urban culture embraces diversity, allowing for a mix of haute couture and street style. New Yorkers are known for mixing high-end designer pieces with vintage finds or fast fashion. New York fashion's global impact. New York has had a significant influence on global fashion, particularly in the realm of casual and streetwear. Designers like Marc Jacobs and brands like Calvin Klein have set global trends by focusing on American sportswear and minimalism. The accessibility and commercial viability of New York fashion have made it a leader in global fashion markets, influencing other major cities like Tokyo, Milan, and Paris. The fashion culture of London. Like New York, London has long been a major center for fashion. Known for its bold, eclectic, and often rebellious approach to style, London fashion is a reflection of its rich history and diverse cultural landscape. The beginning of London's fashion industry. London's fashion industry dates back to the 16th and 17th century, when the city became known for its skilled tailors and dressmakers. By the 19th century, London had established itself as a hub for bespoke tailoring, particularly on Savile Row, which became the epicenter for high-quality men's fashion. In the 1960s, London experienced a fashion revolution with the rise of mod culture and designers like Mary Quat, who popularized the miniskirt. This era cemented London's reputation as a city of youth, culture, and innovation design, setting the stage for its role as a global fashion capital. The start of London Fashion Week. London Fashion Week was founded in 1984 by the British Fashion Council. It was created to give British designers a platform to showcase their work to an international audience and to elevate London's fashion industry, which had often been overshadowed by Paris and Milan. And London became one of the big four fashion weeks alongside New York, Paris, and Milan. Notable London designers who pioneered the industry. Several designers have been instrumental in shaping London's fashion landscape, particularly the early days of LFW. Vivienne Westwood. Known as the godmother of punk fashion, Westwood's rebellious designs and political statements have made her an iconic figure in the fashion world. Her work in the 1970s and 1980s helped establish London as a center of avant-garde fashion. Alexander McQueen. A graduate of Central St. Martin's, McQueen's theoretical and often controversial designs pushed the boundaries of fashion. His work was a perfect representation of London's daring and creative fashion culture. John Galliano, another Central St. Martin's graduate. Galliano brought a romantic, narrative-driven approach to fashion that captured the industry. Sub-fashion cultures in London. London is known for its diverse fashion subcultures, including punk. Punk fashion, with its DIY aesthetic and rebellious ethos, originated in London in the 1970s. Designers like Vivienne Westwood played a key role in shaping this subculture. Mod. The mod movement of the 1960s, characterized by sharp suits, mini skirts, and an overall polished aesthetic, was a major influence on London fashion. Goth. The goth subculture, with its dark Victorian-inspired clothing and dramatic makeup, has been a significant part of London's alternative fashion scene. The general aesthetic of London fashion. London fashion is known for its eclectic and often eccentric style. While New York fashion tends to be more practical and polished, London embraces bold colors, experimental designs, and a certain irreverence. The city's fashion scene is heavily influenced by its music culture, with subcultures like punk and goth continuing to play a significant role. London fashion's global impact. London's impact on global fashion is evident in its role as a breeding ground for avant-garde designers, with schools like Central St. Martin's have produced some of the most amazing designers in the world. London's emphasis on creativity and risk-taking has helped to shape it as a global landscape, particularly in the realm of high fashion and couture. Differences between London and New York fashion. Both New York and London are major fashion capitals. They have distinct differences. Practicality versus experimentation. New York fashion is often more practical, focused on wearability and functionality, while London fashion is more experimental and avant-garde. Color palette. New York tends to favor neutral, often darker colors, while London embraces bold, vibrant hues and prints. Cultural influence. New York fashion is heavily influenced by streetwear, sportswear, whereas London fashion scene is more closely tied to music subcultures and avant-garde design. Similarities between London and New York fashion. Despite their differences, both cities share several key similarities. Global influence. Both London and New York are global fashion capitals, influencing trends worldwide and attracting designers from around the globe. Diversity. Both cities embrace diversity in fashion, allowing for a mix of high fashion and street style, as well as a wide range of subcultures that influence their fashion senses. Innovation. Both cities are known for their innovation and creativity, constantly pushing the boundaries of fashion and setting new trends. New York and London have both played pivotal roles in shaping global fashion. While they each have their own distinct styles and cultural influences, they share a commitment to creativity, innovation, and diversity, ensuring that both cities will continue to be at the forefront of the fashion industry for years to come. And that's my take on New York versus London fashion. So comment down below, which one do you think has some better fashion, London or New York? Me personally, I love New York. I would have to pick New York, but what do you guys think? As always, don't forget to stick around for more information on my Patreon. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.
Want more exclusive content and special perks? Join my Patreon today and become part of an even closer community. For just $4.99, my bronze members get a special bronze kiss badge, 2 live videos a week, early access to my new videos, and exclusive discounts on my merch. That's 65% off. Upgrade to silver for $9.99 and get member shoutouts, 4 exclusive videos every month, custom wallpapers, and exclusive GIFs and emojis to use in your live streams. Gold members, you get a custom emojis to use during videos and streams, plus a free birthday gift. Show off that gold kiss badge in style. Feeling extra? Go platinum for $19.99 and be subscriber of the month with shoutouts, a video of your choice posted, and a free gift with every new launch of merch. So what are you waiting for? Pick your level and join my Patreon today for exclusive perks and all the behind the scenes fun. Can't wait to see you there.